Hey, can y'all believe we're in the Rocky Mountains? I'm in the Rocky Mountains. Make sure y'all put in the comments, ask us some questions that you'd like for Dad and I to answer, maybe while we're on this trip. All right, so hey, how's everybody in the YouTube world doing today? Look at there. Getting this old truck loaded up, packed up. We are elk season bound 2024. All right, so we got everything over in the back of the truck. Daddy's bow case is laying down, his backpack, clothes over there, his stool, 2 pair of boots. See there, Daddy's wearing rubber boots. Some more of his clothes, his cooler. I got my bow case that you've seen, my one backpack. I think this is a 105 quart cooler. This is a 210 Yeti here. And I got the buggy on here. Me and Aiden have been out here. We've been getting it all ready to go. You know, you never know, but man, 1,200 miles, lots can happen. So you want to make sure that sucker's strapped down and good and solid and ready to go. So the anticipation of the hunt begins today, and we're actually gonna get out there a day or two early. We got a couple other places we're gonna go and do some looking around. I have a bear tag. We may try to kill a bear, but anyway, just do some stuff we normally don't do. Just hang out some. You know, Dad and I, these trips they're always running a little short. You know, you never know how many more you got. So we're gonna do a little hanging out. Let me get the rest of my stuff. So I got my vest, I got my hunting belt. The plan is to get up, I'll probably get up 3 o'clock or so in the morning. I'm gonna be at Dad's around 4 o'clock, get him up. Well, he'll already be up, load him up, and then we're gonna boogity boogity. It looks like I tell you, it really don't look like we got much stuff at all, which we shouldn't. As much as we've been doing it, as many years as we've been doing it, our gear should be about, like I told y'all. I mean, we ought to have our gear about figured out. Really, the only thing I hadn't got is a couple of pillows. So I'm gonna go out there and get that, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all one more time, and then you'll see me again in the morning. All right, so I don't know if y'all know this, but it's just the last little bit of packing. And I don't even know if I've shown y'all the buggy. So Taylor's owns Taylor Tool and Supply there in Louisville and the Ace Hardware. I'll be sure to go over this electric Landmaster with you. But the last little bit of packing up is always the toughest little bit of packing up. But we should have everything. Junior's like, hey, am I gonna go with you? But we ought to be ready to go. I know for sure I am ready to get in this truck in the morning. I'm ready to get on Interstate 55 and run up to Memphis and cross that Mississippi River, and then get on Interstate 40 and go west, young man. So we got all of our truck and other stuff that goes along with being an elk hunter. And I'll see y'all in the morning, maybe before daylight. All right, so morning. 4 o'clock, 70 degrees. And elk season 2024 starts today. I'm on the way over here to pick Dad up. And we're gonna hit the road, travel. So probably won't, the video's kind of blurry, so I don't really like the video when it's dark, but probably be by the time we get over there close to Memphis, I'll start doing a little video, and we'll video crossing the river and as we roll on. So y'all come on, go with us. Let's enjoy the trip. All right, so we are at our favorite health food store. Get a little gas. That's a good looking hat, ain't it? Sharp hat. So we're in Little Rock, Arkansas. We're getting some gas. It's our first stop. It has been raining on us pretty much since we left, but I hope we fixing to get out of it. So we fixing to get some gas, go in here and get us a little something to eat and drink. We still headed west. So y'all know, me and Dad, every time we come west, we got to stop at the Loves. I mean, there ain't no better place to stop than Love's Truck Stop. Going to Colorado. Probably going to Colorado. All right, we have made it. Boom. Dad's coming. I need to look, see how long we've been on the road. I'll show y'all where we at. So we're at Dale's. What'd you get? Patty melt. I got 2 eggs, beans, salad. Could be good. Is that good? Good, yeah. All right, so the buggy made it. We always stay at the Holiday Inn Express here at Tucumcari. Everything's good and tight. Seems like.
Say this, I guess not.
Huh?
I thought you would see what you got it.
Yeah, it won't go all the way up. Alright, so it feels so good just to be in New Mexico. I was planning on doing a lot of videoing, or not a lot of videoing, but just some videoing on the way here. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the weather, it rained on us hard, probably from the house to Fort Smith, Arkansas, which you go from there to Little Rock and then Fort Smith. We got out of it, and then Dad napped a little bit, and then I just drove, and then we swapped up, probably got west to Oklahoma City, and Dad drove on to here to Tucumcari. But I am gonna do lots more video and just me and Dad, and it's been, last year I didn't do it a whole lot, but this year I'm gonna definitely do some story time with Dad, because I did a lot of that 2 years ago, and people really seem to enjoy that. So I'll make sure to get some story time in. We'll probably sit on the porch, tell some stories. You know, we were actually talking about on the way here. Dad and I hunted, Dad hunted a bunch of years in Meeker, Colorado, and I hunted with him there 3 or 4 years. And he said, you know, what's your fondest memory of Meeker, Colorado? So we talked about that, but we'll kind of talk about some of our fondest memories of our elk hunts together. I don't know what the next day or two is gonna be like, because Mr. Bobby and them are still up there hunting. It just depends on when they get out of there. But Dad and I have got some ideas about some stuff that we're gonna do, some stuff we want to go look at. But anyway, we're gonna be in the Rocky Mountains, and it's almost, it's not cold, but it's cool here. By the time we get to Mora, Cleveland, Chacon, all that area, we may stay a couple nights up in Angel Fire. So anyway, flying by the seat of our pants. Really hadn't got a plan, but the one plan we're gonna have is we're gonna have a really good time. So this video may be a little bit boring, because it's hard to make a great video out of just a trip riding. But anyway, just know that the videos to come are gonna be a whole lot better. But I don't know if I've mentioned this. This Taylor, this is a Richardson. I don't know if it's a 112 or 115. It's a 112. That is a fine wearing hat right there. And I sent my wife a picture a while ago, and she told me I had rings under my eyes, like I looked old. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't sleep any last night, but I'll get some rest tonight. So y'all just know there's lots of good elk hunting to come. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. They'll get better and better and more interesting. I'm just to make sure everything's good, and that right there worries me a little bit. I mean, I got the back locked. I hope nobody monkeys around with this cooler. I hope. But anyway, so we I'm gonna say good night for today. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for following the Fanchers. I may post this video while we're out here, just for kicks, if I can get to a place where I got some good Wi-Fi. So just in case I do, tell me something y'all might like to see, or maybe questions you want to ask Dad and I. Put them in the comments, and we will address that maybe while we're on this hunt. So thank y'all for watching. Thanks for following the Fanchers. God bless. Jesus saves. See y'all on the next one.